What up, what up? It's that time of week again, pregame Friday.
Wait, Kate, we have a soccer game last night. Let's kick it off with that first.
Oh, that's right, Zach. The Hawkeyes improved to 11-2 after their 1-0 shutout victory against the Nebraska Cornhuskers.
Freshman forward Deanna Gorley's first career game-winning goal in the second half is what did it for the Hawks. You can catch the Hawks in Michigan this Sunday as they take on the Spartans.
Now, Zach, before we get into the action, let's talk about Michigan's man in charge, Jim Harbaugh.
Many people think Iowa versus Harbaugh rivalry goes back to 1985 when the #1 ranked Hawkeye team beat Harbaugh and the second-ranked Wolverines.
However, little do people know the rivalry actually goes back to 1971. When Harbaugh's father was an assistant football coach at Iowa during the time, Jim was just 7 years old when he was struck by a mail truck, which resulted in a broken leg.
And after the 2016 game, let's just say that Harbaugh and the rest of the Wolverines didn't have the best of luck in Iowa City.
Fortunately for Michigan, the game is at the Big House, which means the task for the Hawkeyes is daunting.
I'm really excited to go in their place, and this is a crazy environment. I talked to previous players that actually played there before. They just say it's a crazy environment. It's going to be loud. It's going to be tough to play in, but it's also going to be fun to play.
It's going to be an opportunity. We're going to play in a lot of good games this year, but this is definitely going to be our biggest challenge up to date. So it's an opportunity to go to a hostile environment and see what we got.
Like OJ said, it's going to be a very hostile environment. So if I don't make it back next week, y'all know what happened.
There's a lot to be excited about for the Hawkeyes as they're going to be getting some reinforcements for the big game. The big left tackle, Alaire Jackson, is going to be making his return to the field after suffering a knee injury week 1. It is unlikely that he's going to start, but be on the lookout as he'll be a big asset for the offensive line.
Also making their return to the depth chart will be Julius Brents and Kevon Merriweather. The secondary has been thin these past couple weeks, so the return of these two will add much needed depth.
Even with the added depth, it's still going to be a challenge as Michigan is a very well-rounded team. Michigan's defense has only allowed 127 passing yards per game.
We feel confident with where we're at and, feel that, we'll be ready to play when we get there.
I'm ready to compete, and I'm ready to show them that, we're here to play, and it's going to be a whole fight, till the clock hits 0 at the end of the fourth quarter.
But luckily for Iowa, Michigan has had a problem with taking care of the ball. Shea Patterson has thrown 2 interceptions, and they have turned the ball over 7 times on the ground.
So look for this game to be filled with great defense from both sides and maybe a little low-scoring affair. But anyway, Zach, let's get into our predictions. Now, it's going to be pretty hard to do as bad as John Rawson did last week, but I'll give it a try. I think the Hawks are going to come out on top 20-13.
You might think that, but I know the Hawks won't let me down. Iowa will take this one 17-14.
All right, that's all from us in our pregame show. John, back to you.